And Bryan has a long time background in the events industry here. He was a long member of Waterfire for many years,
Yeah.
working on the Waterfire event, and actually he's kind of the person that you helped marry these two events, Waterfire and Flames of Hope, to come together.
Yes, definitely. It was definitely, I say it's 12 years ago right now, and one of the things I was feeling old as we were setting up there in the park this morning, thinking about when the State House called and said, how many years have you been up here? And I said, well, we've been up here 10, the event's going on 12, but yeah, definitely ever since the first one with Anthony Gemma and Waterfire, and we brought both great organizations together.
And it really has grown, talking about going back in the history of this, is that the first one was in the parking lot at Citizens Plaza.
That is correct.
It was in the parking lot and now moved to Station Park.
Yeah, it quickly grew. Everybody comes out to see it. It's great to see how many families this event welcomes and helps throughout the year.
You know, and the foundation's mission, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in a second, and then the activities, is astronomical. And Maria Gemma will be coming on next month to highlight everything that's going on for October, because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we're looking forward to her coming in. But this also has a tremendous impact on the city of Providence as a whole, and on the state of Rhode Island, if you look at it, is that the amount of partners that are in there, and we'll get more into these details, but the amount of partners and people that work on it, the amount of people that come in and make this their day-long activity, and there's stuff that's going on, not just on Saturday. So tell us a little bit about, I mean, if we really look at it, things start getting into gear tomorrow. You just mentioned the setup's already taking place.
Yeah, so tents are really being set up right now, and then once, I'd say 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow morning, the city will be full of all of our vendors, sponsors, right, and everybody helping out here. Also, we have a pink tea event that happens at the State House tomorrow morning, which is considered the pink ribbon cutting, of course, with Gloria Gemma being primarily a pink event. It's the pink ribbon cutting to welcome everybody to the city and the start of Flames of Hope. And then on Friday night, we have the Rhode Island monthly calendar reveal, which is 12 breast cancer survivors have been photographed throughout the year, and they'll be highlighted in that Rhode Island monthly calendar on Friday night. And then once Saturday hits, we have the great conference down at the Omni Hotel that has 50 plus vendors, some great keynote speakers. Then we move into the festival right at Station Park. And then if we're not tired enough at that point, we wake up the next morning and have the Gloria Gemma 5K with fingers crossed that weather's looking good, and hopefully we'll be a great crowd coming out there.
Important thing to mention. So the weather's going to cool down a little bit, just so you know. I've been looking like every other hour. So the weather's going to cool down a little bit, but both Saturday and Sunday look spectacular for all these events going on. So, you know, if you look at it that way, there's 4 different days of things happening, 4 different ways to get involved in each of those things that day. But after 12 years, there's been some new things that have been added, and I've been talking a lot about it on my social media, a new event that's been added that I've been working with Bryan and Maria on, and Bryan's added a number of new things. So kind of there's this top 10 list that's out there kicking around of all these new things, right?
There is, and I said
gotta go to his phone
I said there's so much new. I think we can call Flames of Hope. This is the brand new Flames of Hope this year. I said I'm going to have to pull out my phone so I can read all these notes.
We're digital here, so that's okay.
Yes, exactly. So all new this year, we have a great new performance going on the State House steps on Saturday night at sunset, featuring the State Ballet of Rhode Island. Choreographer Shauna Fox from the State Ballet has been working really hard with the company over there. One of the events we'll come back to, but the number 2 is the addition of the Taste of Hope tent with many people, but we'll come back to that in a few minutes.
Yep.
We have the Paint the Night with a company out of Cranston called Paint the Town. For those of you that know Paint and Vino, Sip and Dabble, or all of those, they're going to be there at a 4 o'clock seating and 8 o'clock seating right there on the State House lawn with a painting that will actually be the Pink State House, so everybody can take home a commemorative piece of the Pink State House. That is a ticketed event, and you can find those tickets on our website as well. We have a exhibit, which is something I've been working a couple months on with a company, and this is a kind of a tip-off of this big new exhibit from Exhibits on the Go, which will be featured here at Flames of Hope, but is really meant for the high schools in Rhode Island. So if you're with a high school in Rhode Island and would like to see this mindfulness exhibit come to your school, please contact the Gloria Gemma Foundation, but that will be there for everybody.
So it's kind of the launch of that new exhibit?
That is the launch of that brand new exhibit. The Foundations of Hope tent has a new art exhibit of photographs of all the Gloria Gemma events, and also some pictures of our survivors, of the people we serve. For the first 500 cancer survivors that go to the event and check in at the Foundation's of Hope tent, they would be able to get from Luca and Danny. It's a great ring that people will be able to sign up for. That's the first 500 people that come to the event.
That's a Luca and Danny product?
That is a Luca and Danny product, yes.
Fantastic.
It's very nice.
Excellent.
We have the kids area now. It's a brand new kids area with Camp Cody, who's coming in from New Hampshire. We'll have some games and a s'more station, I heard.
All right.
And there is a fun inflatable corn maze that's going to be out there. And one of the biggest things that I'd like to announce, and we haven't really announced it, we're hoping everybody will come out and see it, but you will be able to see Flames of Hope from a new space this year. And it's from the top of a 40-foot tower as you zip line down Finance Way. Once again, that is a great company coming in from New York who will be helping us zip line down Finance Way. So from one direction you can see the Pink State House, and on the other side you can see the Bassinet Water Fire. So
that is wild. All right, so wait a minute. So a zip line, you just heard that, because that's an awesome
That is.
new component. It's going to go down in front of the park there?
Yep, it's going to go down Finance Way. The tower will start at Providence Place Mall and make its way down towards Blue Cross and Blue Shield down at the end of the street there.
A zip line. So for anybody that's young and brave enough, you got a
Yes.
zip line now that you can go on to do.
We have a brand new auction and raffle tent by Bruneo and Company, auctioneers out of Cranston, Rhode Island. They've been a great help. Some of the highlights there, you can go into the tent. There's a 50-50 raffle and auction items and raffling in there. Some of the items, a pink mini helmet by Patriots Julian Edelman. It's a signed piece.
Really?
And we have a canoe set that's being donated by our friends at Ocean State Job Lot as well. We have a beer trailer. Everybody needs a good cold beer, especially on this beautiful weekend. Beer Garden from Federal Hill is out there.
Yep.
And we'll be vending as well. Our new headlining act, we have a new band this year. For those of you that have been there in the past, we've had the same band, Decadia, the last 2 years, but we have a brand new band that's flying in from Montreal, the Montreal Rhapsody Orchestra.
Awesome.
They'll be flying in from Canada on Friday, and we'll be playing the headlining act at 8 o'clock at night on Saturday night. Just one quick highlight, it's outside of the top 10 we've been talking about, but I would love to mention this. We have a donation stand that's going to be out there in the middle of the field.
Okay.
And Ocean State Job Lot has promised if we can raise at that donation stand $1,000, and I think with the weather and everybody that's going to be there, we can make it.
Oh, yeah.
If we can get $1,000 in donations to the foundation, they will donate 2 generators, 2 hurricane relief funds down in Texas and in Florida. So
Awesome.
if we can raise $1,000 at that one donation station for the night, they will be donating 2 generators down to the hurricane
That's
relief.
fantastic. It's a great partnership to have them come to do that. So if you're coming through Providence over the next couple of days, you're going to see this really taking shape. And it is a massive endeavor. I mean, you're talking 60,000 plus people attend this event and come every year to it. Whether it's been rain or shine, thousands of people have been showing up to it. The top 10 things that you just highlighted, which is the what do you call this now? The zip line. The zip line.
The zip line, that's all part of the Flames of Hope Festival, the celebration festival down there in Station Park.
So in Station Park, which is directly across from Providence Place Mall and the State House, so it's that big green space if you're ever in there. If you're looking out from Cheesecake Factory, you see it. If you're looking out from the State House, you see it. Even from Water Place Park, it sits right in the center. The festival actually opens at what, 3 p.m.?
It does open at 3 p.m. We have bands that go on even before that. Rugburn is playing right there at 3 p.m. and also Wicked Peach is playing right before the torch ceremony up at the State House as well.
So it's important to remember that the festival is free and open to the public. So we've talked about a couple of events where there is tickets out there and such, but those are events that are more in the festival, but a limited amount of people can attend those. One of those events is the VIP event, which has been going on for quite some time.
Correct. The Pink Party, which is sponsored by ARS Restoration, one of the largest sponsors of the Gloria Gemma Foundation, with a great partner of ours. The Pink Party has about 600 plus people every year come out and celebrate, and it's a great time.
So another function that came up that's a newer event that Bryan and I worked on to collaboratively to bring in, and my next guest is participating in it, Billy Manzo, so we're going to talk to him a little bit more about it. But the Taste of Hope, which has been out there, is now a new event that is going to be basically in line with the Pink Party.
Correct.
Next over, right?
It's right there, yes.
And that event takes place from
7 to 10 o'clock, and we have a number of restaurants, which I'm sure you'll be talking about.
I want to just kind of go through some of this because it's important to highlight these people that are taking their time on a Saturday night, leaving their restaurants with staff and coming out to support the foundation and realizing, it's great to have everybody come and have a great time and enjoy these festivities that are taking place, but there really is a core mission behind the foundation, and that's why these restaurants have recognized it. So I'm going to read just the 12 participants and then talk a little bit about that. But we have the Village participating, Ironworks, Federal Pizza, Duck and Bunny, the Par and Tackle from Harbor Lights. We have Massimo, Melanzi Fine Catering, who's actually also doing the public concessions throughout the property. The District, Chapel Grill, Blend, KG Kitchen Bar, Kevin Gaudreau from over there, and Four Corners Coffee from Warwick. So you've got 12 awesome restaurants that are participating doing this tasting. Then you got Revival Brewing coming in, you got Newport Vineyards coming in, MS Walker, a local distributor, has 10 other tables of wines at it. So you're going to have the opportunity, just at this one particular piece of it, if you're able to get a ticket to enjoy it, you're going to have the opportunity to taste over 50 different wines, taste from 12 different restaurants, from desserts to pizzas to pastas, all these great things are going to be there, and enjoy the festival to take a little break from there. So you've got 3 hours that you can kind of call your dinner time to wander around and check this out. And Bryan brought in these awesome glasses that everybody's going to be walking away with. So you've got a nice glass, it's actually a huge glass, nice glass to be able to taste with at the event and take these home, right?
That is, and I heard I might be losing my two.
He's losing these two, there we go. Yeah, never mind. He's already lost them. But that information is out there everywhere. So you can't miss this on social media. You can't miss it on the Gloria Gemma site. And it's going to be one of those things that if you have the opportunity to take time this Saturday, you can stroll Waterfire, you can watch the torch procession that's going to come down from the State House. The entertainment stage is massive, and it's constantly got somebody on there.
Always going.
Right.
Once it starts at 3 o'clock, it'll be all the way through the night.
The event itself has, Bryan mentioned, the beer garden that's opening up, so you've got beers to be able to walk around the festival grounds with. The concessions have wine going at them in a regular bar situation. One of my guests that's coming in later on, we mentioned Jin Lane. He's going to be doing something special, so we'll be able to talk about what he'll have at the festival. It's an amazing opportunity to come in and support a phenomenal cause and have a great time in the city of Providence for the evening. Bryan, anything that I'm missing, any big news we should add to
I think we have one big piece that I want to offer to the viewers here on Go Local Live is with a grant that just came in. We got great news this week of a grant from the Providence Tourism Council. It was a $22,000 grant to the Gloria Gemma Foundation and helped to support some of our production of the Flames of Hope weekend. We want to offer a $5 off for tickets to the Taste of Hope or the combined ticket. So anybody that goes onto the gloriagemma.org website, looks under the Flames of Hope tab and goes to buy tickets, if you enter the code TASTE,
nice,
it will take $5 off each ticket for you. And we hope to see you soon. We hope to see you down there at Flames of Hope.
So just to make sure, so there are 2 events that are the ticket events that he's talking about here. You've got the Taste of Hope and the VIP Pink Party. So you can buy a ticket for either one or a combined ticket.
A combined ticket, yeah.
And now you're going to get $5 off either the combined purchase or a single purchase, correct?
That is correct.
All right, so it's not a hard name to remember. The Taste, the show. Go put the Taste in, get your discount ticket. Look for Bryan and I out there on Saturday night. There's, like I said, so much going on. There's no chance that you're not going to enjoy this. So check out the website, okay? Go to the social media. Don't miss all these activities and details, and the next 2 guests will be able to reiterate some of these. The last thing I want to do is just mention before Bryan leaves is that this endeavor takes a small army, and he's got a phenomenal team. Maria Gemma, who's the executive director over there. Allison Pangakis is one of your event planners that works with you. Paige Zuber, who's now on your team over there from Johnson & Wales. So there's a tremendous amount of people that come to put this together, and then a tremendous amount of vendors. The economic impact to all these people is awesome, from rental companies, restaurants, caterers, tent companies that you've got out there, transportation companies, hotels. I mean, the Omni event that's taking place Saturday during the day before the village opens up. There's a lot of people that are involved in making this happen. So from all of us in Rhode Island that care about tourism and these economic impacts, things that come to support us, thank you guys again for making this happen.
No, thank you, Rick. It's been many years since we've known each other, and I was glad when we were talking about the Taste of Hope, and I knew we had to call Rick Simone as soon as we were talking about that event.
And we're having fun. It's a lot of fun to plan this and do this. So Bryan, thanks for making the time.
Thank you very much.
I really
Rick.
appreciate you being here.
We will see you, and we hope to see everybody out there.
It's not getting bad.
Yes.
They're staying with me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bryan. So that's a lot of information, and I'm very, very thankful, and I think it's great that he's going to be offering that $5 discount. So put in the Taste, go to Gloria Gemma's website, go to the ticket page, be able to purchase either a combined one or a single one, but make sure you get that discount and show your support to come out on